مرحبا، يعطيكم العافية. كيف حالكم؟ شو الأخبار؟ تمام إن شاء الله، الجميع بخير الحمد لله. هلا أنا I have intended to start revision for chapter 1. We don't need to forget any chapters we took before, so I will do revision for chapter 1. I will do 2 questions and I will leave the third question for you as homework to be done today. Now, I have selected some questions from the past papers where you can see those questions. I will explain them and remind you with those lessons. Exchange rate, that's a lesson for exchanging rates. And as you can see, it's given in the question, the rate, that's £1 equals to $2.06 and £1 equals to 72 euros. Okay, now Manrij changes 25,200 rupees. Oh, this is rupees, that's an Indian currency, into dollars. Calculate how much dollar he receives. Okay, so for sure we will not choose the first one, we have to choose the second one. So we say that into dollars, of course, not into pounds. So first of all, I will change those rupees into pounds, then I will use number 1 to change pounds into dollars. Got the point? Have you seen the trick over here? So when I say 25,200 rupees, that's rupees into dollars, X dollars, okay? As we can see, this is the wanted, but we don't have direct rupees into dollars. We have rupees to pound, then pound to dollars. So let's start. So £1 is 72 rupees. So how much pounds are there for 25,200 rupees? We'll do cross multiply. So 72 rupees, 72x equals 25,000 divided by 72 divided by 72. So using calculator, x equals, so that's 350. So x equals 350. Okay. So 350 what? That's 350 pounds. Okay, now let's use the first one. If every £1 is equal to, in dollars, that's 2.06. So what is pound 350? What is in dollars? That's your x. Let's do cross multiply. So 1x is equal to 2.06 times 350. By using calculator, you can find out times 2.06 equals $721. So this is the way how to calculate, how to deal with foreign exchange, that we will change rates and so on. So now let's move to the other question. The other question says, that's Mr. changing 380 euro into dollars, he receives this. So he changed the euros 380 into, we have all the time to translate the question word problem questions into numbers, into dollars, and he received this dollar. That's a $551. How many dollars does he receive for each euro? So 1 euro. So this question says 1 euro. How many dollars he receives? See how we are translating the problem into mathematical form, the word problems. How many dollars? Means the dollars is the unknown. He receives from each euro, cross multiply, that's a 380x equals 551 divided by 380 divided by 380. So that's 551 divided by 380 equals, that's a 1.45. 1.45. So each euro is $1.45. Then let's move to the other question. Now the rate or exchange rate. The rate is $1 equals to 0.72 euros. Now ED travels from the US to German. Okay, he changes 300 into euros, $300 into euros. How much he received? So as you can see, we have $1 as in euros, it's 0.72. So he changes this $300 into euros. That's an X. So cross multiply X times 1 is X equals 0.72 times 300. So let's calculate this. 0.72 times 300, which is equals 216 euros. Now, when he returns to US, he has 51 euros left that he exchanged for $75. راح الزلمة على الاكسشينج شوب، قال له أنا عندي اليوروز 51. الزلمة حسب لقي إنه he deserves $75. So what exchange rate has been used in this case? يعني ال1 يورو كم حسب له إياه كم دولار؟ So that's your X. Let's cross multiply. That's 51X equals 75 times 1 because we do cross multiply. 75 divided by 51 divided by 51. Oh, see, I didn't. So $1 is how much euro? So I have calculated 1 euro is how much dollar. So this is not required. Wait, I will do it that way. So $1 is how much euro? How much euro? Whereas the $75 دائما دولار تحت الدولار واليورو تحت اليورو 51 euro. 51 euro. We cross multiply. 75x equals 51 divided by 75 divided by 75. So x equals 51 divided by 75, which equals to 0.68. Okay, let's move on to the other question. Now, Greg buys 60 garden planets at the cost of this each. So let's translate how we use. We have to know, as I told you before, a lot of times we need to translate the word problem into mathematical steps. So he buys 60 garden planets at a cost price of $2 each. Means each one of them, each is equal to $2. But what about the 60 planets? 60 planets times 2 is equal to $120. So he will pay $120. See, people, I'm trying to teach you how to think with the problem. Don't read the whole question, then you will say, I don't know how to solve it. Divide the question into pieces. Any step you will read, any step you will read, you have to translate it into mathematical process. 60 garden planets at a cost of price of $2 each to sell in his shop. So that was the cost. That is the cost. He went to the original farm and he bought from there 60 planets, garden planets, and he paid each $2. So he paid $120 for the farmer. And he want to put them in his shop and he want to sell them. Of course, when he sells something, he has to add some profit, right, people? That's the logic. Now he sells 25 of them at a profit of 75. This is stage number 1, okay? And 18 of them profit. This is stage number 2. We have to solve each one of them independently, and he sells the rest. The rest, let's calculate what is the rest. He bought 60 minus 25 minus 18 equals, so the rest is 17. See, the question didn't ask you to find the rest. Tamam, that's stage number 3. So let's do stage number 1. Let's calculate the profit of number 1, 25. If we know the original, the 25 of them profit of 75%. Profit of 75%, 25. So 25 times 2, which is the original cost, that's $50. Original cost. Original cost for the 25 planets. So as we know, we have 4 circles over here, and $50 is the original price. We need to calculate at a profit of 75%. So 75%, we need to know how much profit he got from those 50, how much profit he will get. So that's your X. Let's cross multiply, means 100X equals 50 times 75, then divide by 100, divide by 100. So X equals 50 times 75 divided by 100. That's 37 profit, 37.5. هاي ايش؟ profit. Okay? Means الزلمة باعهم اشتراهم ب50 وعمل profit ربح 37.5. means is selling price. If they ask me about the selling price is 50 plus 37.5, which is equal to $87.5. He sells. Then the first step, we are still here. 25. اجى زلمه قال له بدي 25، حسب بعقله قال بدي 75% ربح. we calculated the original cost, which is $50. هذا الأوريجينال cost علي أنا as an owner for the shop. This is my 100%. So 75% is how much? That's a 37.5. فأنا internally in my head طبعا بقولش للزلمة أنا رحت اشتريتهم ب50 وبدي أربح منك 37.5. رحت بعقلي حسبت الحسبة هاي 50 plus 37.5 means I have to tell these people you have to pay me 87.5. هاي step number 1. Now step number 2 اللي هي 18 of them profit 35. هلا 18 I don't have a space over here, right? طيب let me write down step number 1 كم. step number 1 كانت 50 original plus 37.5. That's the profit, means high step number 1. Okay, I will erase this لأنه ما عنديش space. I'll erase the calculation over here. Those are calculations. Let's calculate step number 2. So that's step number 1. While I'm doing this, please do number 2, every one of you. That's step number 2. And compare your answers with me. Pause the video, compare your answers. So 18 of those profits. So this is number 2. He says that 18. اجى زلمه ثاني. شوفوا لما يتحول السؤال لقصه الموضوع بصير enjoyment. اجى زلمه ثاني قال له بدي انا 18. الزلمه هذا الزلمه الاولاني ربح منه 75%. ما كانش يعرفه. الزلمه هذا قال له انا جايك من طرف فلان. بده يخفف الربح طبعا تبعه 35%. So he start to calculate in his head 18 times 2. كم أنا شريتهم من الفارمر؟ That's $36 شريتهم. طب هذا الأوريجينال برايس $36 and my 100 this is my 100%. هذا اللي دفعته من جيبتي أنا التاجر، بحكي مع حالي طبعا. أوكي، بدي أربح منه هذا الزلمة لأنه جاييني من طرف هاشم، بدي أربح منه 35%. So how much I should tell him? Let's do cross multiply. Means 100% times x equals 35 times 36. يعني x equals 35 times 35 times 36 equals divided by 100 equals بدي أربح منه $12.6. Means I will tell him 36. This is my cost. This is my cost من الفارمر plus 12.6. 12.6 يعني بدي أربح 0.6. بدي أحكي له يلا أعطيني عشانك من طرف ياسمين أعطيني $38.6. أوكي only. المهم الزلمة أخذهم وراح. هدول ستيج نمبر 2. الأوريجينال 36 plus $12.6 means he will pay 38. He took from the man 38.6. Okay, let me erase this لأنه I need this space to write down. المهم شو بدكم في طولة السيري هاي القصة الجميلة. and what is left ضل عنده من 60 ضل عنده واحد اشترى 25 والثاني he bought 18. بقي عنده 17. Oh, I have erased 17. بقي عنده 17 شتلة. شهد 17 plant and he sells the rest اللي هم 17 plant for 4/5 of the cost price. Let's calculate the cost price of the 17 like what we do. أنا ضل عندي 17 فبقول بعقلي $17 times 2. أنا شريتهم من الفارمر $34. أجاله واحد قال له يا عمي أنا يعني بدي أشتري the rest of plants اللي عندك 17 وحدة for 4/5 of the cost price. بده يخلص منهم. يعني ال 17 قاعدات في وجهه. بدوش يربح 100%. يعني بدوش يبيعهم 100% $34. No, he sells the rest of the plant for 4/5 of the cost price. هلا خلينا نفكر في الموضوع. هلا اذا انا بدي ابيعهم براس مالهم، مش هيك التجار بيحكوا؟ هيك كلياتنا بنسمعهم والله براس مالها. ايش يعني؟ يعني انا شريتها ب $34 وبدي ابيعها ب 34. هاي معنى راس مالها. الزلمه ما بده يربح، يعني زيرو بروفيت، بده هذا راس مالها. لكن 4/5 of the cost price خسران ولا ربحان؟ if he sells them 34 فالزلمه طالع راس بطاقيه زي ما حكوا، لا ربحان ولا خسران. لكن ال 4/5 لو انا جيت افكر في هذا الفراكشن 4/5 هذا less than 1. less than 1 معناته الزلمه خسران الربع. الخمس 1 over 5 he lost. هنا في عندي lost money 1 over 5. بدي مشان الله بس شيلوهن، بديش اياهن ببتن عندي في الليل بعدين بتبلن وبموتن، لا بخسر هيك $34. اجاني زلمه قال لي بدي الشتلات اللي عندك، قلت اخ عندي 17 وحده بعطيك اياهن اقل من السعر الاصلي وبدي منك 4 over 5 of the price. خلينا نحسب what is 4 over 5 of the price. Let's calculate. That's 34 times 4 over 5, which is equal to $27.2. $27.2. يعني اعطيني، انا طالع علي من المصنع والله العظيم والله العظيم $34. وهو صادق الزلمه، قال له ما بدي منك انا 34، يلا بخساره نبيعهن ولا ينمن عنا، بيعطيني 27.2 20 cents اللي هي 20 cents. تمام؟ اوكي، هاي القصه كلياتها. الان calculate the profit or loss he makes from selling the 60 plants, stating if it is a profit or loss. So we have a profit here. Oh, شو هذا؟ We have a profit من step number 1 37.5. في step number 1 كان في عندي profit اللي هي 37.5. وستep نمبر 2 كان في عندي profit برضه profit اللي هي 12.6. وستep نمبر 3 كان في عندي هنا loss by how much? Let's see. 34 minus 27.20 equals $6.8. هنا خسر 6.8. That's a loss, that's a profit. Let's add the profits together. 37.5 plus 12.6 equals minus 6.8 equals. So overall total profit plus profit minus 6.8 overall is equal to 43.3 0.3. So he has a profit, he makes a profit with $43.3. Find the percentage profit or loss. Okay, so the original, we said that he sells 60 plants، 60 شتلة كل وحدة $2، معناته الأوريجينال برايس اللي دفعه للفارمر $120. This was your 100%. So we need to calculate the percentage. Sorry, we need to calculate the percentage. We need to calculate the percentage of this profit. How much is it that profit? قلنا 0.3. Let's cross multiply. So 100 times 43.3 equals divided by 120 equals, so that's 36.1. So X equals 36.1. That's the percentage of profit. What I want you to do, dear students, go back to the question again. Don't look at my answers, okay? I'll erase them for you, and I'll erase everything. I'll erase everything for you. Do the question again yourself, okay? Don't look at the answers. Now you know how to deal with those questions. Turn the question into story. فهموها لحالكم. Understand English. كتير من الناس they know English but they do not understand English. Okay, even British. I have seen this. Okay, so read the question again, do it again, live with the question. In this way, you will enjoy solving this question. Okay, and then do it yourself. Whenever that you stops, it's always you miss translation. Now, this question is a homework. Please try to do it. I prefer if you have a Wacom electronic pen to write down your answers in this way. افتح الوورد وحط على drawing and you can solve and you can save and send it back to me. الموضوع مطول واحنا اذا بنتصرفش بالتكنولوجيا اللي بين ايدينا that's a useless efforts, useless efforts. You are not doing any efforts. So please do your homework and send it to me.